He's an anti-Semite, and it's amazing that not a single Republican today has called him out for it.
Journalist Mehdi Hasan tore into Trump's anti-Semitism on a CNN panel. Now, this is stemming from one of many anti-Semitic remarks that Trump has made. So this headline from CNN here: Jewish leaders outraged by Trump saying Jews disloyal if they vote for Democrats. So Trump has made similar comments before, but whenever he does it, the right wing that freaks out over pretend issues with Democrats don't care when Trump says something that is clearly anti-Semitic. Now, here is Mehdi Hasan, and while you're watching this, don't just pay attention to what Mehdi Hasan is saying, but also pay attention to the other panelists on the panel who their faces are just, they're shocked that somebody is on television actually telling the truth about Donald Trump's anti-Semitism.
No, he's not going to back out. I think 3 times now, Julie and I were discussing before, and we're counting, he's basically referred to American Jews as secret Israelis with dual loyalties to their prime minister abroad. This is the 3rd time he's done it as president. He's not going to back down. And I just think we need to deal with this very dangerous idea that says being pro-Jewish means you have to be pro-Israeli. Or being pro-Israeli means you're automatically pro-Jewish and you're immunized from the charge of anti-Semitism. Lots of anti-Semites support Israel and Benjamin Netanyahu. It doesn't mean anything. And regardless of Donald Trump's views on Israel, as your report showed, he's always been an anti-Semite. This is not a controversial opinion. The facts are there. He was an anti-Semite in the 1980s when Ivana said he kept a book of Hitler speeches next to his bed. He was an anti-Semite in the 90s when his casino manager said he only wanted short guys in yarmulkes counting his money. He was an anti-Semite in 2013 when he shamed Jon Stewart on Twitter for having a Jewish birth name. And of course in 2015 when he said to Republican Jewish donors, you won't vote for me because I don't want your money. And then we see the presidency, neo-Nazis at Charlottesville, very fine people. It goes on and on and on. I don't know how much more evidence we need that he's an anti-Semite, and it's amazing that not a single Republican today has called him out for it.
Bingo. And this is incredibly rare on CNN. Hearing this on CNN almost never happens. I mean, these are the facts. What Mehdi Hasan is laying out here are the facts. Yet the facts have a hard time appearing on CNN, even though Trump calls CNN fake news media all the time. I mean, CNN should actually be delivering you more facts on Donald Trump and what he has done, what he has said, the fact that he is an anti-Semite, but they don't. They're too afraid of calling him racist, too afraid of calling him an anti-Semite, too afraid of calling him a white nationalist or whatever it is. They are too afraid of putting Trump in a column that he belongs in based on the things that he himself has said and what he has done as president. I mean, all of this is obvious when you look at the facts, but you look at the other people on the panel there, they have nothing to say. They're just, I mean, looking at their faces, it was hard for me to tell if they were surprised, shocked, or just impressed that there's somebody on television laying it out like that. So I just wanted to show this because, look, this is, again, this is rare on cable news. And I guess to add to this, I should say Trump's Trump's claims of that Democrats like Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib, that they're anti-Semites, that all stems from their correct criticisms from Tlaib and Omar's and other congresswomen's, their correct criticism of the right-wing Israeli government. Criticizing a right-wing Israeli government that is committing human rights abuses, by the way, that, I mean, the UN says that Israel is doing that. Amnesty International says that the UN is doing that. Other human rights groups say that the UN, that Israel is doing that. So why exactly is it so controversial to criticize the right-wing Israeli government? That does not make you an anti-Semite. You have to separate the Jewish people from a government. When a government is committing human rights abuses against the Palestinian people, that is a criticism of the government. Trump protects Israel while they are doing that. And then he turns around and says, Democrats that don't vote for, Jewish people that vote for Democrats, they are being disloyal to Israel, which falls right into a anti-Semitic trope of Jewish people having dual loyalty. So, like, this is absurd that that the conversation is so twisted that people will say, oh, no, Trump's not an anti-Semite, but Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib, oh, yeah, they're anti-Semites because they actually care about human rights. I mean, the conversation is just completely dishonest from, and not even from just a right-wing perspective, but from the center, from CNN, from MSNBC. They're having a dishonest conversation about this as well. They aren't defending Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib. Very rarely will they have people on that will actually tell you the true story on what is going on in this entire situation, on what their criticisms of the right-wing Israeli government are, and what Trump's actual history is on this issue. So thankfully, I guess in this rare case, CNN actually had somebody on that laid it all out.